What's up, guys? I'm Jim Ansel, this is Real Deal Outdoors, and you know what day it is. So it's Test Tank Tuesday again, guys. I know I've missed a couple of weeks of videos. There's been a lot of stuff going on. It's a crazy time to live in America right now with all the crazy stuff that's going on with the coronavirus and now all these riots and stuff that are happening. There's just a lot of stuff on my mind, a lot of stuff on my plate, and it's been difficult to keep up with all these videos. But here we are anyway, guys. We got a new bait to check out this week in the Test Tank. This one comes to us from Mystery Tackle Box. It was in the May Pro Bass box this month. So before we get this video started, I want to thank Mystery Tackle Box for sponsoring this video. You know, they've been gracious enough to send me this box every month, and it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun trying out all these new baits, and I've actually found a couple of new favorite baits. You know, guys, Mystery Tackle Box is a killer deal. You get a lot of cool stuff for your money. You typically come out way ahead, so the box is usually worth a lot more than what you pay for it. And like I've said in previous videos, it really forces you to step outside the box, because oftentimes they'll send you stuff that you won't typically buy for yourself. That forces you to try new things, and it really helps make you a better angler. So listen up, if you want to try Mystery Tackle Box out for yourself, I can help you guys out with that. I've got my own promo code. It's right down in the description. Head on over to the Mystery Tackle Box website, drop that promo code in there, and you'll get your first box for as little as 10 bucks. Guys, it's an awesome deal. For 10 bucks, you can't beat it. If you do get that box and you decide that it's just not for you, there's no obligation. You can cancel this thing at any time. It's a great deal, guys. I always tell everyone it's definitely worth checking out. All right, so this week's bait that we're taking a look at is from Riot Baits, and it's called the Tantrum. So the Tantrum is a crawl style soft plastic bait. It's a really little guy. It's made for finesse techniques. You know, when I took this thing out, the first thing that I noticed is how small this profile is. It's got a really small, slender body, but it's got great big pincers. The bulk of this bait really is in those claws. Now, I think this bait would be perfect for you guys to pair up with like a finesse style jig, or maybe something like a Ned rig. It's comparable in size to a lot of the Ned rig lures that are out there on the market right now. You know, I took it and I put it side by side with the Strike King Rage Ned Bug, and they're really close in size. The difference is this thing has really big pincers on it. Now, those pincers have a flange that runs along the outside edge of them. That makes for a really great action, guys. You usually get a lot of kick out of claws with that kind of design. So I'm expecting that's gonna look really good in the tank. To me, one of the #1 things that I look for when I'm looking at finesse baits and stuff like that is buoyancy. I love a buoyant bait. When a bait can stand up on the bottom on its own and those claws sway back and forth with the current of the water, it just makes for a better bait. I think you get a ton more bites like that. I think it definitely adds to the effectiveness of the lure, so that's something to watch for. Now, I can tell you guys just from handling this thing out of the package that I think this is going to be very durable. I think you'll be able to catch several fish with this thing before you got to chunk it. That's another one of the key factors that I look for when I'm looking at finesse style baits. The reason that is because you get a lot more bites on the finesse style baits, and so if you got a really soft lure, you're going to go through a ton of them and it's going to get expensive really quick. So the color that they sent us is black and blue. Let's jump right over to the test tank. We'll see what this thing looks like in the water. So there you guys go, man. That's the Tantrum from Riot Baits. I got to be honest with you guys, I was really disappointed that this thing wasn't buoyant. It just sank to the bottom of the tank and laid there like it was dead. There was no buoyancy whatsoever. The other thing that I kind of had a problem with is that those claws didn't kick the way that I expected that they would. I think that it takes a lot more speed before those claws really start to kick. Now, you also have to take into account that I'm using a 10-gallon tank, and I tell you guys this all the time, when you're using lures like this where you need a little bit of speed to get the optimal action out of it, it's just not ideal. Now, having said that, we have tested a lot of crawl style lures in this tank before, and it's been easier for me to get those claws to kick than it was for me to get these claws to kick. So all in all, guys, I gotta be honest, I don't think this is a very good Ned rig style lure, just simply because it won't stand up on its own. Like I said, that's probably, for me, the most important factor when I'm looking at a Ned rig style lure. Now, I didn't get a chance to use this with a finesse jig, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't think it's gonna perform much better on a finesse jig than it did on the Ned head. You know, even when I'm looking at a trailer for a finesse jig, I like to have buoyancy. That buoyancy really adds to the action. It makes all the difference, guys. It makes the bait so much more effective. But I don't think that this bait is a bad bait. I think that those claws, once you pick up a little speed, are gonna kick like crazy. Now, I couldn't get them to do it in the test tank, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna do it in the field. I think if you put this thing on a smaller hook, maybe like a 1/0 hook, and you Texas rig it, just throw it out and swim it back, I think it'll work really well. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments section. Let me know what you think the best technique would be to use this particular lure. Maybe there's something that I'm not thinking about. Man, this thing is just so small that I can't see it being used for much more than finesse techniques. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. That lets me know you enjoy what's going on here. Then if you haven't already, head down and subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button. Then right next to it, there's that little bell. That's the notification bell. That's gonna let you guys know when I post new videos, so make sure you click that too. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. As always, thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been more consistent with these videos. There's just a lot going on. You guys know, everybody's dealing with it right now. The whole country is going through the same stuff, so there's just so much going on that it's hard to keep up with everything. Hopefully you guys found this video to be helpful. That's really the whole idea behind this thing. I make these videos to help you guys out in making decisions about the tackle that you buy or the techniques that you use. So hopefully y'all got something out of this. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and tight lines until next time.